I've seen a lot of posts about the Big Meech concert getting canceled. What I'm not seeing is anybody blaming Rick Ross for this. Nobody is saying, yo, Rick Ross is your fault.
Big Meech tried staging a legendary comeback, but walked straight into disaster, possibly thanks to Rick Ross. Ross acted like he had Meech's back, flashing cash and hyping up a major return. But when it mattered most, that support vanished, leaving Meech scrambling. His big comeback concert canceled. The $1 million deal with 50 Cent gone. And Ross, he's back to serving himself. What seemed like a powerful alliance was just smoke and mirrors, leaving Meech with nothing but shattered plans and broken promises, while Ross continued to focus solely on his own success.
No, car show going down June 7th. Get online right now, get your tickets right now. But for the hustlers, I want y'all to understand, you gotta stop making business personal.
Meech's situation has only gotten worse, leaving fans questioning if Ross set him up for failure. Can Meech recover from this setback, or is his comeback dream officially dead? Let's break it down.
I said Rick Ross is not being a friend to Meech. He knew what that was going to bring.
That's selfish.
Big Meech stepped out of prison, likely thinking he'd slip back into the game like he never left. But the streets had changed, and he was about to learn that the hard way. One of his first big moves, teaming up with Rick Ross, who wasted no time flashing stacks in his face. Why would a kingpin like Meech be tempted by what seemed like pocket change, especially when he once ran a multi-million-dollar empire and even had that BMF deal with 50 Cent? Well, the truth is, Meech had blown through all that money.
And says he gave the BMF family $5 million legal dollars, so he does not understand where the money went, how little Meech blew it before Big Meech got out of jail, but he feels extremely betrayed after that picture got taken between Big Meech and Rick Ross after he got out of jail. Now we know Rick Ross has this song where he's like, I think I'm Big Meech. Oh, Larry Hoover. And that's the Big Meech that gets portrayed by Little Meech on the TV show BMF Power, produced by 50 Cent. And it's ironic, right? I mean, it'd be kind of easy to see why the real Big Meech would like that song by Ross. But if 50 Cent gives your family, $5 million in cash, whether it's through acting, I think he was paying for acting lessons for Lil Meech, you gotta have some appreciation. And before more details unfolded, like $5 million, because people were like, oh, 50 Cent doesn't pay people, he's always suing people. Look how he paid Ghost from Power less than Mary J. Blige on Power Book. But if Lil Meech got $5 million and he's nobody except the son of somebody famous, then he definitely could have treaded carefully with this Rick Ross thing. I don't think Rick Ross even gave him $1 million for whatever they did. It was a picture, it was an event. I doubt it was $1 million. I doubt it was $500,000. I doubt it was $200,000. I think it was $100,000 or less, whatever Big Meech did for Ross, and he sold his relationship with 50 for a $100,000 picture, basically.
Desperate for a fresh start, Big Meech was willing to turn his back on 50 Cent for a chance with Ross. He was so strapped for cash, he even expected Lil Meech to show up with stacks of money. But Lil Meech was struggling too, facing the same financial troubles as his father.
When we go to your crib, and me and Murder sitting in the backyard, and you like, yo, little baby ain't give me no money. He came in the Ferrari truck, he had the Ferrari truck, he had 4 pockets full. I'm looking at this like, yo, this tripping. Like, little baby he's not obligated to give you nothing. I looked at it like, from that point, maybe 50 should have brung a bag for Meech and maybe a watch or something. Because obviously that's what Ross did or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I had in mind. Because he said it to me and Murder, and I'm sitting there analyzing it like, damn, this nigga wanted some bread, or maybe he spent all the bread because he made a couple of million with 5. My whole thing is, maybe the relationship would be good as if you saved some money for your pops when he came home, but I understand how it is to be a young black man with money and you don't make the right decisions.
With money running dry, the Meech household was in serious trouble. But Rick Ross saw an opportunity for himself. He claimed he could help Meech get back on his feet. While 50 Cent was declaring war on Big Meech, Ross was busy talking tough and making big promises, acting like he had Meech's back.
Your car, now where your yacht at? Where you playing at? Where you fish at? Life can sometimes be like real estate, baby. You might have to knock everything down, build it back up, and get it to the value you need it to be. Took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a hoe. Put your back against the wall and just slide down.
Business is business. Yeah, like business is business. A part of me understands a part of that. I do understand that.
Well, they always say there's no permanent friends and enemies in business, just permanent interests.
Yeah, because this is the thing. I understand that 50 got, the ongoing beef with the people and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? But it seems like their transactions just.
But none of that worked out. Part 1 of the Big Meech rehabilitation plan was flooding him with cash. And Ross believed the quickest way was a benefit concert produced by EXO Touring and AG Touring. The event promised a star-studded lineup to celebrate Big Meech's return. Ross went all out promoting the concert, hyping it up like a major comeback moment. But behind the flashy promotion, things were about to fall apart.
February 13th. The Big Meech home benefit concert. It's gonna be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me salute some of the legends. Lil Baby, Boss Man D-Lo, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Ricky Rose. Now,
Big Meech was about to face one of the biggest disappointments of his life. Just hours before the concert, the Amarant Bank Arena made a shocking announcement. Due to unforeseen circumstances, tonight's show has been canceled. Refunds will be made at the point of purchase. Just like that, Big Meech's comeback concert was over. Many believed 50 Cent had something to do with it, with rumors swirling about him getting Big Meech and Rick Ross blackballed from the industry. Whack 100 was absolutely convinced that was the case.
I don't remember when they asked me, Whack, what you think about the concert? I said, I think it's too early for dude to even be playing with anything. You need to just kick back. I said it's too early. You don't need to be doing nothing. You eliminate that, ain't nothing going in his life right now. It's too early. I said it. When they said, yo, I said, yeah, it's too early. For him to be doing any of that. He need to just lay back, focus on TV, get his business right with 50. He don't need to be for none of that shit. I said, but I understand why he's doing it, because he's infatuated with that rap. He always wanted to do it. He was never successful at doing it. If you eliminate him doing this, there's no him standing with Rick Ross. There's no 50 tripping. None of it. There's no exposing coming. None of it happened.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent wasn't about to give Meech any breathing room. He posted a screenshot of the cancellation news with the caption, "Asterisk, I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I sincerely hope you have a nice day today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm stronger than you think I am." Asterisk to top it off. He shared a video from Zip with the Drip on his IG, discussing how Lil Baby and others had bailed on the gig.
I'm hearing already some people was pulling out of that concert. On February 13th, that Big Meech was having. I know Lil Baby ain't performing, right? Yeah, he said he ain't f***ing with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit didn't grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, yo, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. Shit didn't grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and... Yo, 50, let me narrate this shit, B. Let me narrate this. Let's get to that. Yeah, New York, nigga, let's get to that. Yeah, who's going to this concert? Who's going to this concert still? Yeah. What's really going on out here? Let's get to that.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent kept the shots coming, captioning his post with, "Asterisk, the funny thing is, they were saying Lil Baby pulled up on them in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money, and didn't give them anything. Lil Baby was 5 when you got indicted. WTF does he owe you? Tammy Cowan coming soon." Asterisk just like that. Big Meech lost the one opportunity that could have put him back in the game. While everyone's wondering how he's coping and what his next move might be, the real question should be, what does Ross have planned for Big Meech? Ross had been all talk about taking Meech under his wing and helping him reclaim his spot on the map. But, unsurprisingly, Ross has tapped out. Instead of stepping up, he's left Meech to face the fallout alone. When the concert got canceled, Ross uploaded a quick video addressing the situation for just 5 seconds before moving on to promote his own events. It was clear Ross wasn't fazed at all and had already moved on.
Boss Ricky Rose just got word. Meech concert not happening tonight, but 3:05 is going down at the office. Meet us there. Bam!
Even now, Ross is too busy promoting his own ventures to care about what Big Meech is facing.
Already know, car show going down June 7th. Get online right now, get your tickets right now. But for the hustlers, I want y'all to understand you gotta stop making business personal.
Fans found Ross's behavior pretty inconsiderate, especially since he started this entire mess. If Ross hadn't interfered and ruined Meech's relationship with 50 Cent, Meech wouldn't have needed the concert at all. He could have just lived off the millions 50 was offering. Instead, Ross's actions left Meech stranded, scrambling for a way to get his life back on track.
Seeing a lot of posts about the Big Meech concert getting canceled. What I'm not seeing is anybody blaming Rick Ross. Nobody is saying, yo, Rick Ross, it's your fault, so I'm gonna do it. Yo, Rick Ross, this is your fault. You the reason why Big Meech is going through this shit right now, you heard? Because when we was on the internet talking about the Cuffy case and all that, nobody even really gave a f. But now 50 talking about that, and everybody listening. Everybody listening, you heard? So, I just want to say, or I want to ask you, did you think that shit was a good idea in hindsight? Do you think it was a good idea to be in the video with me talking about sexy red?
Sexy red.
Yeah, you think that was a good idea? Also, how you let that get the show canceled in Florida, B? That's kind of diabolical, you heard? 50, that's some bull. How you let that get the show canceled in Florida? Let's get to that.
Honestly, Meech shouldn't have been caught off guard. Everyone online could see Ross wasn't really a friend, so it's hard to feel sorry for him. Even Whack 100 pointed it out, making it clear Ross's loyalty was never genuine.
I said Rick Ross is not being a friend to Meech. He knew what that was going to
Yeah,
bring.
that's selfish.
That was a selfish act.
That was selfish. He was trying to show he could control Big Meech to 50. In turn,
Hey,
Big Meech.
now what you doing? What you doing now? Now the after party y'all had at the office, that's canceled. 50 telling everybody to go to booby trap. Office didn't cancel. Looking crazy, so
Draw.
that Meech is sitting back saying, I ain't even asked you to come. I didn't even realize it. Now I'm in there, and I didn't. My TV movie should get exposed in reputation, and then son off too. Crazy.
Horrible move, man. I don't know how you come back from this.
Big Meech can't go crawling back to 50 Cent because 50 has made it painfully clear he's done with the BMF series. In a now-deleted Instagram post, 50 shared text messages from Lil Meech confronting him about his recent attacks on his father. Lil Meech wrote, "Asterisk, they just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram, and now you're managing Skillababy with Rock when I brought him around you first, when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me when I would take my shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only shown you love and loyalty. I'm human, I go through my own *T, but I never switched up on you." Asterisk, he also addressed Big Meech's link up with Ross, explaining it was purely for money. Asterisk, screw Ross, but he gave my dad some bread, so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet *T is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life. Asterisk, but 50 couldn't care less. His blunt response to Lil Meech's text was, asterisk, what next season, little ninja? Asterisk, clearly, 50 is the last person Lil Meech should expect sympathy from. adding insult to injury. 50 even mocked Meech's financial troubles by sharing a GoFundMe page on Instagram with the caption, asterisk, help Big Screech pay his $30K a month Airbnb. That's one of P's cribs. Shout out to Quality Control. Big Meech is undeniably struggling. Ross, however, offered a glimmer of hope, posting on his IG stories. Asterisk, I want to do a real BMF movie, theaters only. Which director? Anthony Fuqua or Quentin Tarantino? He seemed serious about the idea, even mentioning it in a clip. But given Ross's track record of empty promises, fans aren't holding their breath. It's starting to look like Big Meech's supposed comeback is nothing more than a sinking ship.
Yeah. So look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
Fans aren't holding out much hope for Big Meech, especially after he couldn't even pull off a concert. Worse yet, he didn't just mess things up for himself. He screwed over his entire family. 50 Cent had given Big Meech's family executive producer credits, meaning everyone was getting paid off the BMF show. Some folks aren't surprised by Meech's downfall. If you've watched the BMF series, you'd know Big Meech was never truly loyal. He worked with anyone who could get him money, even if it meant working with people who opposed his own crew. What Meech is trying to do now is just chase money. But for 50 Cent, loyalty matters more than cash, especially the kind of loyalty BMF always claims to value. That's the key difference between 50 and Big Meech. 50 is loyal to his people. Meech is only loyal to the organization's game. Still, Meech refuses to admit he's at fault for his downfall. Instead, he's blaming Ross. But even if Meech didn't see things going sideways, Ross certainly did. And he just left Meech to deal with the mess alone.
Ross knew perfectly damn well what he was doing and what that would lead to. And if he was a real friend to Meech, unless he was looking to get 50 out the way, he would have dealt with Meech in the shadows, because he knows me and this dude who is going to react if he sees me dealing with this dude that he has business with. And there was a lot of business left to be done, right? Yeah. Rick Ross, bro, could have done whatever he was going to do in the shadows if he really honored and respected me.
But what do you think? Can Big Meech bounce back from this disaster? And will he make Ross pay for leaving him out in the cold? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video for more updates.